Well, well, well. Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right. You found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need fate chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, Pete. With your fate chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
Players, since long before your sun burned hot in space and before your race was born, I have awaited players. I've also awaited better lighting, apparently. Welcome all you Architects of Fate. Sorry we got off to a bit of a late start. I'm going to put the less scary voice on so that you're not scared of me anymore. And happy President's Day, everybody. This is the president that our friend MSU Supercam would probably be talking about today. The one day that he's not able to make it, we have his dad, his grandfather or whatever it is here, who he's busy talking about all the time. We're going to be playing Star Trek Bajor Rising, where we look at the time just before the period of DS9. And right now, a group of crew from the USS Odyssey has been sent to a Bajoran colony that has escaped the occupation and has been scrabbling on its own and has run into some seriously rough times because it's been chased off of two different worlds, and they're making their last stand here. And through it all, they've just learned that the Cardassians are going to renew an offensive and bring down the heavy hand of occupation onto the planet, onto Bajor, and they're bracing for how this may affect their colony on Tel Aviv, I think. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is introduce each of the players as best I can in turn. We're going to start off. I'm just going to go on the list here. Ezra, do you want to introduce?
Hi, I'm Destiny. I'm playing Azara. I don't know if I have a fun fact today. She still hasn't tried chocolate. That makes her sad. Hoping to either start a riot by the caves and make a bunch of blue stones glow. But we'll see what happens.
I can get back to main scene. Next up, I've got Jim, Lieutenant Higby, who is
Hello, I am Jim. I am playing Lieutenant Lemuel Higby, the engineer, Starfleet engineer, who is getting damn sick of all these Cardassians on this planet. I want by the end of this, for one reason or another, there should be fewer Cardassians on this rock. For now.
But you know what? Yeah, for now, because when we left it, it was everybody was heading to the Maquis. It was like the Maquis were just printing up resume cards. And then finally tonight, we have Steve Dar Sarcastic.
Hey ho, Steve, playing Lieutenant Nels Tallis, Bajoran Starfleet security officer. I guess I'm going to have to figure out who I'm pointing a phaser at today, and just go from there.
And I believe that MSG Super Cameron might not be with us. He's out traveling. Hopefully, he didn't get too whacked by the cold weather. Today is President's Day, so we thought we'd honor the President of the Federation, who declared a radical a woke concept that the President is not above the law. No reason, just thought I'd put it out there. We'll Star Trek has never been about politics, so let's just go with that. So we do have it. Tonight's episode is Bonds of Vengeance. And as I recall, when we left off, Azara was going off with Hooter Olum. I keep going back to Prairie Home Companion. Grafer Olam. Not far off. Okay. Grafer he'd started singing the song of grief for the massacred Bajorans back in the villages of Bajor. Luckily, no one in the immediate vicinity knew someone from those villages, but his sense of grief somehow amplified itself and affected those around him. And I believe Azara was working with that, and then it also. Let me see if I've got this correct. I've got to bring my two elements of Starship stuff here. And then also the other scene is that Captain Remy Keller was also flooded with this wave of emotions that just overtook her and went from sorrow to rage and vengeance, and has attempted to make a few less living Cardassians on the planet, as Lemuel has mentioned. And I believe she was apprehended just in time by one of the security guards. And what I want to do is, I think I'd like to pick up on. Would you guys want to pick up on this, or did you want to pick up on Azara's thing right now?
I kind of want to see what's going on with the captain.
Okay. Well, what's happening is, you're off, but we can spin up an NPC for you. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
We may have to give you an NPC to get you into that spot. Let me see. So, so the way I've got it worked is that all three of the players are in three different locations, because I think that the Lieutenant Higby, you're on your way back after setting up the deflector system.
Yes.
A makeshift sensor deflector defensive barrier out of the greenhouse components. So I think that you're coming back with your people, right?
Yes.
And what I'm gonna wind up doing is probably have you arrive at the same time as Zara is doing some stuff. That way we can like link you guys' stories back. But I do kind of want to have some murderous intent going. Let me see. I've got to grab. You'll forgive me for just a second while I throw things on the bottom of the screen here, because I've got a picture, or at least I had a picture. I thought I had a picture of the Ethanite who was Maverick, and we're just gonna kind of bring back a character that nobody knows about or remembers, and we're going to assign him to Lemuel. Gosh darn it, where am I? 'Cause I'd really hate to think. Yeah, there is Journey to Babel, the short guys, right?
Yes.
Ethanites. Okay, so oh yeah, oh baby, he's my guy. He is going to wear his traditional fez on this.
Got a special dispensation from command.
Yep. I like the idea that it probably has something in it, or that their heads are just that weirdly shaped. No, this is a form-fitting cap. And
Got a bottle of
Isn't that
booze
the guy
sent
with the
down.
heart brain?
no, this is not the guy with the heart brain, which is amazing. Oh God, yeah, we have to add that back in, don't we? So this is Maverick. I don't think we ever actually gave him a name. He was under the control of another player. But Maverick is here. He's connected to Keller, and this is Chaos Goblin energy, so it could be literally any of you could do it. But I decided that Jim needed something to do. All right. And Zara, do you have, or Destiny, do you have a kind of person that you'd want to be in this scene if because like all of your NPCs are like off everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
There.
Ensign Silas is like hasn't managed to get himself killed. But if you have, do you have right now we have a couple security people. There are also.
I was gonna say, how about like another security person? Because I can't imagine there's no more security people after a phaser's just been fired.
Yep. So what I'm going to have is this will be Sec 1. He's standing by Rog Rathor. And I don't know if you want to do anything specific with her or them. If you've got anything you want. What I'm going to do is, Steve and Jim, I need 2 adjectives that's going to force Destiny to have no control over her character. 2 characteristics of the security officer, because Destiny gets to decide all the rest of them, but you get to take the first 2 shots.
Punctual.
Okay, Steve, anything? You just-
Well, I'm not going to go with my first thought, which was mildly bloodthirsty, because that will never help us.
well, that'll be for you. That's your deal at the moment.
That's
So
my job. Nobody will be more bloodthirsty than I. How about
it'll be the most bloodthirsty of all.
diplomatic?
Ooh, all right. Great. Do you how are you doing on that, Destiny? Is that working for you? And you
Yep.
obviously, like I said, you have control over all the other things until I decide to be capricious and just take it away as a jerk. Let me see. So there's docs, because I don't want to write this on a piece of paper because that would be easy. Okay. Do you have any other things you want to know about the character? They're punctual, and they're what was the other one? Oh God, now I can't even remember. Diplomatic. Do you have any species or hair color or anything you'd like to throw up here?
I like Betazoids, but I don't want to do that again. So,
You
how
guys are
about
pretty
a Ferengi named Taylor?
A Ferengi named Taylor? Okay.
Yeah. He picked a human name when he joined Starfleet because Ferengis have a bad reputation.
I am absolutely loving it. We're going to pretend that something ended badly for Taylor, which is why Taylor never went through the academy. That's also a thing you should be aware of. Because we got to keep We got to keep canon because like
Yep, so
Nog
he's
is
an
supposed to be
exchange
the
officer.
he's supposed to be the first Starfleet Academy Ferengi. The first Ferengi at the Academy. It doesn't mean he's the first Ferengi in Starfleet. So I love the idea that he's Taylor. Okay, and I'll work on something with some ears. He won't even have that. So I was going to go and grab a. Forgive me while I go dig out. I want to have lanthanites too. We just need to have insane characters all this time to make my life more complicated. Back in business. I seem to have a lot of Ferengi. So give me a second while I grab. Resources for back in business. Yeah, give me five extra Ferengi. Oh, come on. Okay, I've got 2 here to pick from. Okay, take your pick.
The one that says
Okay,
Rhonda.
if you must. Because Rond is a role play. Is a cosplay. So I'm honestly super happy. I'm always happy to like steal people's cosplays and put them up for my own amusement. Okay, security 1 now becomes Rhonda. Okay. Yeah, you guys can like watch me just badly mangle some Star Trek shit. Okay. Yeah, this is why we never get to play. All right. Remy has been intercepted by security guard 1, security guard 3, which we'll just call like Stan. And like Stan's apparently your partner. You Taylor, you get to kind of control the other security guard if you want because you're a team. He's grabbed Remy. They're struggling. Ella Thorne is trying to defuse the situation. What I'd like to know is from each of the 3 of you. Jim, you'll be running Maverick. You decide where and how Maverick can act. But you and also you get to decide how much of your relationship has been repaired during the the 18 hours you've spent together. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask all 3 of you what you want to do with the scene, and then what we'll do is we'll execute that. We won't kind of go by turns. We'll just kind of see, get everybody's moves on the table and then execute them. Okay, so first, Nellis, anything specific you want to do? She seems to be adequately subdued right now.
Oh, okay. So she's not flailing about or being.
No, well, she's still struggling. I'm sorry. He has control. He has her hands. It appears to be that he's got control of her for the moment. You as the kind of intelligence officer / security person, the capabilities of your people. He looks like he's kind of got hold of her. Taylor and Stan are pretty solid, very punctual too. They're always on time wherever they need to be.
Except for
so
when
she's
the phaser was being shot off, they were someplace else.
Well, they were someplace else, but they were right on time for keeping it from going through the door. But yeah, she's still fighting and struggling. Stan's got her. The weapon has been dropped out of her hand and it is on the ground at this point. The door to the Cardassian and Pakled area is closed and still locked.
Okay. So that's where I'm going to stand, and I will confiscate the fallen weapon, and I will just keep my hand on my phaser without drawing it.
Okay. Taylor, what do you want to do? What would you want to do this turn?
Taylor just got here, or
Yep.
so is trying to assess the situation, like scene safety, scene is safe, and at this point is going to help Stan subdue the captain a little
Okay.
further.
Elor, yeah, because you saw Remy just blow through here like a force of nature, as well. So you have, yeah, you're aware that she's enraged, and you're all of your 4.5 is going into this. Maverick, speaking of, oh my God, this is going to be the little people's league. Honestly, Stan had better be like 7 feet tall to make up for it. What would Maverick be doing in this situation?
He is trying to talk down Remy,
Okay.
trying to calm her down. She's feisty, but she's not usually violently feisty.
Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Ragathor. He's got a tricorder, so at the moment, I think he can act as a de facto medical officer for anything we might need. So we're just going to do this. Taylor, what I would like to do is, and of course we make a character and we don't. Can you see the Pants Taylor's numbers for me? Can you go with a 14? They have a 14 in security stuff. So Taylor can do a 14 to essentially assist Stan in kind of grappling Remy. So go ahead and throw your dooms. 2 dice. And any successes is good successes. What that does is it just mounts up her difficulty to break free.
One success.
Okay, so she's got one. Let's see what I've got for. Let's see what I did for him. Okay, well he didn't totally botch it. Okay, so between the two of you, you've got a two pointer on her for her attempt to break free. Nellis, the phaser's not, in any particularly difficult place. You can just go grab it, or you can make kind of a difficulty level 0 roll to build momentum.
Why don't I make a roll just to see if we get some momentum?
Let's get some critical failures. Let's live with security and what's it called? Physical stuff. Yeah. Fitness and security.
Fitness and security. Okay, no.
Yep.
And I failed on both.
It was a 0 level task, so failure is not a failure. You just didn't do it in any exceptionally competent way. you have it. It's a civilian phaser, so they don't have the good grip.
The phaser across the deck twice, and picked it up with the other hand. All right. Damn it.
And then Maverick, what do you want to? You're going to go up and say, "Hey, baby, what's wrong?" Or what's your approach here?
Yeah, he's gonna come in and he's gonna looking up at her because he's 3 feet tall.
Yep.
Honey, relax. What's going on? What's going on here?
You got presence, and I guess I'm gonna go with command for him, unless you want to treat her like a shuttle.
I feel like that would not be the best way to go about calming her down.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
All right, presence and command.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And if you've got any focuses on psychology or calming or anything,
Nope.
Nope.
He's pretty much just a fly guy. All right, that's an 11. And 1 success.
Okay. That doesn't make her too excited about things. Your success actually will push up against her ability to break free in that it's calming her down, so she's going to be less ride or die here. But you've never seen her. You just have never seen her like this. You have seen her for, you've known her for a while, and you can just decide how long because that was left open. But you know her fairly well, and you've never seen her just murderously enraged
Right.
like this. There is definitely savagery in her eyes. You do a little bit of help. I'm going to have her make one attempt to. I'm going to have her make one attempt to break free, and she's going to goose it with a threat. Damn it. I don't have a threat. I guess by de facto, I have to give you momentum. I'm going to call that as a new rule. Okay, she does roll 3 successes, so that ties with what you guys have. She does, all right, so she does struggle despite all the attempts here. She is struggling. She is going to attempt to break free on her next round. You have Jerry yelling from inside the thing. All right, what's the next round of things you guys want to do? She does look like she almost got free this last time. And, and she's just saying savages, brutal, murdering bastards, So what would you guys each like to do? Yeah.
I'm gonna try a pressure point because clearly my stature is not going to be helpful here.
I love it. Yeah, you now have, if you want to, I don't know if we even care about writing stuff down on character sheets, but let me see, where's my in-game application? Oh, I don't want to do that. All right. That's new document. Okay, pressure point. Yeah, let's have you have a focus on that. So it'll be like a disabling, like a bonus to, you can, they have a thing called applying a trait to somebody. So on a successful attack, you can do something like immobilize her. Like it could be a Ferengi thing, like, it's like hamstringing somebody. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming the Ferengi have some form of combat that's not earlobe based. Go for the slap. Yeah, the Ferengi cuff you in the hair. That might work if you could jump up and, Ferengi aren't that ridiculously short, but
with a hand.
Yeah, you can just like take it and I think we'll do that. We'll just have it be the ear based combat. I think it's actually not the worst thing I've seen.
It's
so
a Kirk move, isn't it?
It is a Kirk move. It's the eardrum bash. This will be more interesting. So we'll have you setting up to do that. Stan is going to just continue to attempt to grapple. Nellis, what do you want to do? While you see, while all this is going on, I'm just going to kind of get all of you to collectively pick, and then.
All right, can I hear what Jerry is carrying on about?
Jerry is upset about like the phaser. Why are people shooting at me? What is going on? I want a weapon. Where is my latinum? In that order.
Okay. So, jeez. I'm just trying to think what I can do here.
You could put a blast into her if you really felt like it.
Could do a what? I'm sorry, I missed.
You could just blast her. You could just stun her if you wanted. Your people are right there, so.
Yeah, I'm not going to shoot into a crowd of friendlies.
But it's okay. You can also just evaluate if you're stuck for a thing.
Yeah, let me tell you what. I'll make a perception. Well, I've got focus of perception, so I guess.
Okay.
I guess insight plus security.
Yep. Anything specific you're interested in?
No, I'm trying to assess, I guess, everybody's level of batshit.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So can I take that as your turn for right now, and then?
Yep.
Okay. And Maverick, what are you gonna keep saying? Hey, baby.
Maverick is going to reach out to her and try to, grab onto her arm, but not like to restrain her, like to hold her, to comfort her, and still, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, you're not gonna shoot anybody. Relax.
I'm so loving you're going full on IKEA weekend.
Yes.
When your partner has been overwhelmed by IKEA, and you'll be dipped if you get those tea candles.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I'm gonna have all this go off. Nels, let's do your perception first. That way, you can maybe take a second action if you want.
Okay.
So basically, it's any info, any information. All your stuff will be information questions.
Okay. 1 success.
Okay. It's that Ragathor. I'm trying to look for. I thought for sure. Intelligence officer wants permission. Create an advantage without spending any resources. That's one's permission. Constantly watching. Detect danger in hidden enemies is reduced by difficulty 1, but that's not really a difficulty thing. Well informed in backup plans. Whenever you or an ally fails on a task, remember this, by the way, for backup plans. Steve, yeah. So whenever somebody screws up, remind me to give everybody a point. Whenever you or an ally fail a task, you can add 1 point to the momentum pool.
Okay.
Okay, so we fail up.
Gotcha.
So that'll be, and then that's to reflect that. Just in case you need to know. All right. What I'm going to do is say that Remy she shouldn't be this angry. Everybody else is okay and cool. No one else seems to have this level of rage. Everyone else is calm, professional, doing their jobs. Jerry is like heard a disruptor. The Cardassians and Jerry have heard a disruptor, and you're hearing them yelling what's going on out there. And I don't know if they're gonna. You only hear 2 people. You only hear Timavek and Jerry yelling about things. The other 2 are quiet. Alara,
my suspicion meter.
yeah, they might be doing something. And Alara is not necessarily hanging back, but she's also standing there with you assessing the situation, because yelling, quarterbacking this isn't going to help because security knows what they're doing. And then Ragathor is he looks puzzled, and he's whipping out his tricorder. Okay, and then I love the idea that Maverick is going to take someone's hand while Taylor comes around with a roundhouse. So, how do we want to do this? You guys want to decide who goes first, or do you want to just have a die roll?
Do you want me to roll to see if I actually hit him instead of her?
Well, he's way shorter than you. So he actually only does come up to her waist.
I am only 3 feet tall or so.
Yeah, he's actually down there. If you do fail, it'll be a thing where you've interfered. But did you want to have the hand holding and then the slap, or the slap and then the hand holding? This is up to you guys.
I think if I'm holding her hand when she gets slapped, it might save Taylor from getting slapped himself.
Okay. Let's see. Maverick, go ahead, and let's go with let's go back with security and command. Security and command with presence and command, because that's the only thing I can really think of to do it. If you want to make a case for how would you land a difficult shuttle instead of command's your talking skill,
Right.
So if you've got other ways of special pleading, hand gestures, pressure points.
Oh, I know all of her pressure points.
Well, I'm going to say. Which one is it going to be then?
Yes. Ooh. All right. 1 success.
Okay. That's Any complication?
No, no complications. Hold her hand and kind of like little tickle of the wrist, tickle of the inside of the wrist with my other hand on top, just how she likes it.
We are seriously learning a lot about each other. I like that about TTRPGs. All right, so we'll work on that. Well, Taylor, now's your now's your chance to just now. How is this this pressure point thing? Is it a pain infliction? Is it, because there are ways to do pressure points. So
it's more of an immobile.
So it's a paralysis thing.
So I'm
okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted I wanted to check, because if it's the Kirk Fu thing, it's not painless.
It's the Vulcan neck pinch, but shorter.
But shorter, yeah. And they just move up the neck a little to hit the ear. So I'm thinking like Venusian Aikido for anyone who is chronically old school.
Yeah.
Okay, throw let me see. I would take either. Yeah, I'd go 14, and because this is some kind of a Bizarro focus, your crit range is 4 on this. And because it's it's your daring and stuff, you only need 1 success to actually hit her. And
I got 1 critical success.
Yep.
I think that's what that called.
if it's less than a 4, what's the second die?
It's a 2. 16.
All right. Well, yeah, you absolutely nail her. The 2 points, the one extra point is, can be used for something else, but she's going to be afflicted with like paralysis, I think is the thing. So she's just going to kind of. So is this paralysis rigid or is it collapse paralysis? You're making up canon as we go.
More of a kind of like going limp.
So she'll kind of collapse. Okay, so Maverick in her hand. Stan still got her by the arm, so she doesn't smack into the floor, but she does go kind of limp. She doesn't. She's dazed more than she is unconscious, so she's just temporarily just down for a second or two. And so that takes Remy back down a little bit. She's still angry. Her blood pressure's still high. Her respiration and everything are elevated. I'm going to have Ragathor show up with a tricorder to scan her, because he's not going to wait for a commanding officer, and he sucks at this job. And it looks like he is going to pull up he's pulling up his tricorder and has some ideas about what she needs to do. And he does detect like, elevated activity in her brain that looks unusual, and is saving it off for the medical team, because he doesn't quite have any medical skill on this.
I could see him saying, "You should calm down."
Yeah, that would probably be it. He's about that diplomatic. So Remy's down, I guess. We can take her somewhere. Elora is going to turn to Nalas and say, "I need you to secure the prisoners." And they need to go. they need to go. They need to leave. We need you to get them off world quick. Because I've heard Higby's coming in. He's got some opinions. But we need to get these guys off the planet. And then I guess we'll just take Maverick. Do you want to take Remy somewhere? Yourself,
yeah,
or
take her to her quarters. Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, do I even have quarters for this?
There's a crew deck.
Yeah, there's a crew deck. There's ops. Let me see. I want to just double check and see if I've got if it's up on another deck. There's my on screen. Okay, resources, Bajor Rising. Oh man, I got a lot of maps, and none of them get used. Yeah, I guess it is crew deck. God, where would the captain sleep? Because I can't see her. I'm going to put her up on deck 1. You think the captain's quarters could go up on the first deck? On the upper deck of
I
the
would
whole?
say so.
Captain will
That
be in the
makes
upper
sense.
decker. Even though that's not quite what we need. I'm going to do that. Yeah. I don't know if that's how you spell captain's quarters, but I'm going to do that. And then there'll be just another one, which is like, a second captain's quarters. Guest quarters. Quartz, sure. Yeah, that way that they're the two better places in the ship. So you can go up with her. Are we gonna take Remy up with? I'm gonna take Stan up. Taylor, do you want to stay? Nels, what do you want to detail your security people to do? By the way,
well,
you got murder woman going away.
That Ferengi ear slap looks like it could come in handy.
Okay.
And let's see who else. Well, I presume Maverick is going with Captain Remy.
Yeah, and Maverick is still Starfleet. So he's still
That's fine. That's fine. And Thornton is our first officer, right?
Yeah, she's the first officer CO.
Right. Well, I can only hear one Cardassian out of 3, and that's never a good sign.
No.
And Lord only knows what Jerry's on about. So I guess if we all just have phasers, open the door, and just see what comes running out.
Okay.
Hopefully not on fire.
Do we have? All right. So you're sending who away with Remy? That's the only bit I didn't know.
Oh, no. Maverick and Stan can go with Remy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks for that. I just didn't. I didn't follow.
Okay.
Okay. Maverick, Stan, Remy. Boop. And then I'll put them up here. Boop. She's still like rubbery and noodly, as it were. Okay. Ragathor. I'm going to have Ragathor go up with him. It's like, oh, I could study this. This is very fascinating. He's gonna have some fascinating things about rage. And also now wants to learn about the Ferengi ear slap. So that gets my NPCs mostly toned down here. Okay. Healer, Elora, and Nellis. All right. They're just gonna check the door and open it.
I'll take point. Phaser set on heavy stun.
Okay.
First, this isn't D&D. I check the door for traps.
Okay.
Or some sort of, dipshit.
Listen, feel.
Yeah.
I think Bajorans have some kind of a weird indomitable thing too. You may not have taken that as a skill. There's a class ability essentially where it's like after it doesn't count right now, but later if threat is really high after 5 threat have been recorded, your character becomes extra bad. Because it's like living under stress all the time. It's one of those things that the Bajorans just seem to get, and it's an indomitable or something. All right, so you're Yeah, you're listening at the door. You're not hearing anything. You hear Jerry go, what's going on, Starfleet? Where's my money? Is that my money? Who's stealing my money? And
Okay,
Temavec is just bitching about things. What?
That doesn't sound right. He doesn't say money.
Well,
bitches about
Latinum.
Latinum.
Okay, fine. That one's on my mischaracterization and not to be a clue. You're giving me shit, aren't
It's
you?
okay.
Okay, fine. It's like, no, you forgot I put a comma in here, and that's clearly not what Starfleet officers would do. You're a changeling. Okay, so
How did you see through the disguise?
yeah. The Academy, we're always taught to use the fork second. All right, so Temavec is also demanding to be let out, and he demands to see the Cardassian liaisons and all this. All right, so those are going things you don't hear any, the door's not hot, I guess, it's probably fine.
When I hit the door command or something.
Yeah, you can touch it with your elbow, like COVID protocol, and just elbow it. Tyler, where would you be during this? Where you? I'm just assuming like someone's standing. I'm assuming side to side on the door. We're not really just standing straight out in front of it, right?
Right.
And then you just get a little crossfire if you have to. Okay. You pop open the door. Jerry is standing like just 4 square in front of it. His bulk, almost totally obscuring the door. So that's pretty much all you can see. You can see Temavec from where you are, but you don't see the other two. But you're still standing kind of out in the room, and Jerry is like pretty much filling it up. The room is about like, it's a cargo area, so it's kind of big. It's kind of empty now. They've emptied it out. So it's just an empty like 40 foot on the side room.
All right.
With one tiny door apparently.
All right.
All right. But you don't see the other two. You don't see Tarn and Deklar, or Derek and Taran. Tyler, can you give me a roll against like a 12 target, please?
Yeah. 2 successes.
Damn, where were you before? All right. You can kind of see past Jerry and Tem. You do see Derek, this guy, and he is up near the door, near the wall. So he's like, let's see, let me make this room a little bit more complicated. Okay, we're gonna get rid of Rhonda. Sorry, Rhonda. And I'm gonna just take this entire shit show that you guys have going here and put it here. This is okay, we're just going to make certain things bigger. That helps. Because there we go. Does this help everybody orient a little bit better?
There you go.
Yep. Gonna stretch this out a little bit. It's a big cargo bay.
Cardassian, or am I miscounting?
No, you're not. I just couldn't. I just wasn't good at my copy paste.
It's okay.
Well, actually, he's the only one you don't have eyes on. So I should have said, oh, it was all my plan, but it really wasn't. But you don't have eyes on this one.
That's fine.
Give me a background of black because why not? Okay, so yeah, that's where you guys are. There's a corridor here. There's a deck here. Jerry is standing in the doorway because he does make a better door than a window, quite literally. At this point, we'll just pretend that's the door. Okay. And Jerry's under the door right now.
That sounds about right for a pack led.
Yeah, I mean, even the Pac-Led Prime, he's still a problem. Okay, so Jerry's there. Tem is right here. If you want to make a what is it called? It's insight. Where are we at? Yeah, an insight and security.
Okay.
Unless you wanted it to be kind of like control and security.
Well, what am I doing here?
Well, I'm going to have you noticing stuff. This will be a noticing stuff roll. So you can do it as an intuitive thing or as a very meticulous scan of the environment, depending on your kind of personality.
I'll go with the meticulous, but insight and control are the same value, so that's fine.
Okay.
And I guess perception will count.
Yes.
2 successes.
Okay. All right. Well, you only needed 1, which was nice. You only needed 1 for information. You do see that Taran is like back here, and it's surprisingly not completely well lit for a cargo bay. It's not super well lit. And so now you know roughly where everybody is. What would you like to you get another question or information spend if you want to do that.
Okay, is there any just trying to think here what's a good way to approach this. Okay, where the Cardassian I just noticed, who's in the back of the room.
Yes.
Is there a vent grate or something like that over there?
Yeah, looks like there's something. Yeah, that would be from your understanding of Starship cargo base. Looks like there's some kind of a vent and or hatch.
Okay, I'm betting
normally secured. Yep.
Well, if the Klingons can make guns out of their outfits, Lord only knows what the Cardassians will pull out of where and put together into what. So
that's very true.
They're
man,
like that.
If only I had threat, I could actually give them pop-up surprise weapons. But no. We're just gonna enjoy the metagaming part of that. But I've established that I can still just give you guys momentum if I want to be a dick. But yeah, Cardassians they're not chumps. So yeah, he might be doing something. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was your point. Was the question of is there an event there? Yeah. Was the thing? Yeah. Okay, yeah, it definitely looks like a hatch, and your suspicions could take you where you will. So Jerry is trying to come out while you guys are doing the pushy shovey. He's trying to leave the room, and I'm assuming Tem is going to try and leave the room with him with his demands. What do you guys want to do with that? Like Jerry's free to come and go, but
yeah. So why don't we let Jerry out and contain the Cardassians?
Okay. Taylor and Taylor, why don't you do you want to coordinate this or what how do you guys want to handle this to let Jerry out? Tem. And also, Jim, what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign you Alara, because I just realized that, oh, geez, you're just sitting there, and I didn't want you to take a nap. So she's basically very, solid, straightforward commanding officer. I think I put her personality traits somewhere in a document that's 800 pages long for you guys. But she's capable. She's a little more. Think of her like number one. Just give her number one aspects. Yep. And I believe she is a Betazoid, but I am not going to swear to that.
I think
that's correct.
Yeah. That's right, because you guys actually read the brief I wrote like 7 or 8 months ago and forgot about.
Yes.
We haven't used her. Okay, so yay past. Yay, guardian of the past. Okay, so if you're so damn smart, then you play her. So she'll be more active. You can decide. I still like to have Nellis tend to lead the thing since you're an NPC. Since Alara's an NPC, but it's up to you guys. Okay, how would you like to handle this, Steve?
Like I said, we'll let.
Okay, here he comes through.
Jerry go past. And then one of us, either Taylor or myself, will just go right into the room. I presume. Well, Taylor, has Taylor let us know that where Derek is?
I was.
Yeah, you could say you did eyes or did your little hand jive. What hand signal would Taylor have given to let you know?
Maybe not a hand signal, but just like 2 o'clock.
Oh, you just said that? Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I like the idea of a security team that actually knows their shit. Oh. Yep. All right. So how do you guys want to do that? Yeah, Nels, will you handle Jerry? Because I'm about to send Jerry through as a force of nature.
Yeah, well, I'll get out of his way long enough to slip in after he passes.
Okay. I need to speak to someone with a bigger helmet, and he'll go engage Alara Thorne. Or Alara, are you going to put yourself in the way of? Are you going to be another Janeway?
No, I'm gonna
Oh
get
God,
him. As far as I'm concerned, he's a civilian.
Yes.
So I'm getting him out of this whole situation.
Okay. So he's going to start haranguing you about, I need my latinum. They are my prisoners. That one is mine. It is my latinum, and I want to take him with me now so that he will give me my latinum. He said he would give me my latinum if I take him now. So that's up to Alara what she wants to do.
No one is taking anyone anywhere, sir.
Okay. Let me see. Do you have her? Did I ever roll her stats up? I doubt if I did.
Not that I have seen.
No, I didn't because I didn't think I'd get this far with her. That should be dead by now. Okay. Let's have her be at least a 14 and talking to people about shit. Plus probably a negotiation focus would be my bet.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can talk Jerry out of his shit.
Oh, okay, so that is one success.
Okay, he is a bloody-minded Paclid. So I'm going to see what happens here. 12 and 14. He's not that good. He's stubborn. But he only got one success too, so he's going to continue arguing. Temivek is going to be making a move to come out during what he hopes is enough chaos And Derek, Darek, let's see if he's got dice, baby. All right, I'm going to roll some stats for Darek to see how prepared he is for taking advantage of this. Well, he's actually all right. Yeah, you guys may have a bit of a rush the door situation on your hands. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, and I've got phasers. I've got the phaser sound on standby if you guys don't. Okay, you got let's just do an announce of what we're intending to do. Basically Tim is going to try and push out with Jerry, just move through with on his coattails. Timivek is about, I don't know, he's the traditional Cardassian 6.5 feet tall, lanky guy, and he is going to stick as close to Jerry as when Jerry leaves the room. So you'll have to maybe peel him out. Darek looks like he's going to head right at Taylor, if that makes sense to you guys. I think I have arrows. Son of a bitch! It's Saturday morning quarterbacking. Yep. Let's see. So Darek is gonna go that way, and Tim is. Yeah, Tim's gonna go that way. I'll tell you, Jim, this is what we do. Yeah, okay, this will be a little more easy for the folks at home to see. There. We'll do a little blue arrow. Okay, so that's their vectors. That's what they're planning on doing. Okay, what do you guys want to do? And then basically it's turn taking.
Do phasers have, like, I know some tasers have like the electric that does that zzz when you start it. Do phasers
you mean
have
like
that? Just that, like,
like
warning
a chambering
sound?
the round?
Like a warning arc? Just like a warning arc.
I'm going to say that you retrofitted your phaser with those, if Nellis is okay with that. You mean like what do you mean, like a warning arc, like a
good? Go for it.
Like a sound like the spinning up or the charging up sound?
Pack.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's just a warning sound with like a visual of like almost electricity, but it's more light at this point.
Okay.
Like, you know, it's going to hurt you if you keep going.
Okay.
It's meant to psychologically, like,
okay, yeah.
FAFO
Yeah,
kind of
no,
sound.
that's I believe that there's a sound chip that was installed by one of the previous security people named Cletus, and it sounds basically like a 12 gauge being chambered. It's just that kind of a sound. He came from one of the Florida class star bases, and he felt that was very effective in it was very attention getting. So yeah, that's actually quite, to be honest, that's actually quite a brilliant idea for a weapon. Well, let's put a pin in that one, because I'll have to use that some other time. But yeah, so you basically have the sound of your phaser revving up, or you can just raise it, and that does that. So you'll that's like sort of a ready maneuver and not a full attack or anything. So you can kind of take another full big action. So you've got that, and you're aiming it straight at Darek's head when he comes at you. Nellis, what do you want to do?
Well, I've also got my phaser out, and I'm going to get in between Avec and Jerry. Like, nope.
Okay, are you gonna physically cut him off?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Which I think I'm pretty sure that was what you're gonna do anyway. But All right. So that again, that's probably a security and fitness or a security and daring. That's up to you how you want to do it. Like there's brute force and then there's judo. So you can decide your maneuver there.
It's basically the same number. So
Okay. It's a matter of style then, sir.
I'm going to avoid brute force, actually.
I don't want to break his. Yeah, because I was thinking.
So,
Okay.
so let's see what I get. I rolled 2 crits, so 4 successes.
You literally only needed 1 to peel him out. So you've very much got him controlled. You have plenty of other options after you've prevented him from moving through the door. Was your basic maneuver. Everything after that is either bankable momentum or you can use in another way. Like, changing the conditions, disarming, a thing like a disarm maneuver or something that like changes Tem's condition is about to momentum to let you know your ideas. I like the idea of just putting your phaser on your chin. He is disarmed, but the sorry, I was giving that as an example of something you could something like that is what you could use 2 momentum for. Like if you wanted him to be, on the ground in a arm lock or something like that. Like taking away his weapon is a 2-point maneuver. I'd just be careful where you're pointing that phaser. We're all concerned.
Things aren't that bad for me. Just chill.
Even a phaser at close range, apparently.
But it's only set on stun.
Why don't we just vaporize them? Yeah, that's the John Eric Exum defense. That didn't work. It's only blanks.
It could be the Captain Terrell defense. It's set on disintegrate. Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
but that takes care of my brain worms.
Sure as hell wasn't. There was a lot of ways. A lot of brain worms we should have taken care of.
Anyways.
Okay, I
guess I'll
back to being depressed.
To just have him generally. I'll say.
Because you can maneuver him into people. I mean, remember you took a judo maneuver or you took a non brute force maneuver,
right?
And you can basically move him around the room, throw him into a guy, have him hit him on the ground.
Oh well, if I can,
things like that.
Somebody, I will throw him at Taryn.
Okay. Well, it's not quite Avengers level, but yeah, okay, you could just because you can catch him off guard and to just kind of march him back toward Taryn.
Yep.
Send him sprawling toward Taryn. Okay. So you just basically loop him around and then he goes off sprawling. That way I'm gonna see if he has any chance of recovering. Yeah, he doesn't do very well. Okay. He's set. So that's good. That's going to put you somewhat into the room. I'm going to rule.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That leaves Darek coming in. Pillar, you've got your little pew pew there. Do you want to roll like an intimidation check kind of thing, which is your presence, probably your presence and security, and since you have no skills in that, let's go with a 12.
Okay. I'm just writing stuff down.
Yeah, I mean we'll come up with better ideas for him.
Well, that's funny. I got one success.
One success is probably. Let me see what he's got for. That's gonna be his difficulty rating to overcome. He critted. So he is not taking no for an answer and proceeding toward you. Your intimidate was not like a full action. That was just like a minor maneuver. You're welcome to do whatever you wish to do next. That will help
I'm
Derek.
phasering him.
And we have a phaser sound.
Yep, I'm
Okay.
phasering him.
No one's gonna shoot. You got a 14.
I'm shooting,
No,
yeah.
I needed sound effects. We have Steve has been playing with fucking toys all night. I'm just going. Now's the time.
No, the batteries died on
Choo!
this.
Oh, good lord!
Oh,
Really?
Oh, okay, wait.
Yeah, there we go. That's the sound. Yeah, that's the sound that we wanted. Phaser 3s come with that extra badassery. Okay, let's throw a 14 and see if you can drop him to the ground.
one success.
Oh man, you need 2. Yeah, you needed 2 to actually hit in armed conflict or in phasers. So yeah, you missed. And then the next round begins. All right. It looks like Derek is going to make it through the door toward Tyler. Jerry is going to. All right. So what it looks like is going to happen is Tem is going to try and recover. Tehran seems like he's standing up to maybe. Well, he hears a phaser go off. Let's see what his brain is saying. His brain says fortune favors the bold. He's gonna, well, he sees a Bajoran too, so he's already pissed off. He's gonna make a lunge. Terran's gonna make a lunge at Nellis. Tem's gonna try and recover and get up. And Derek is gonna take out the little stupid Ferengi. Jerry is going to continue to argue with Alara about something. What do you guys want to do in this case?
Well, if he's taking a shot at me, I'm just gonna have to kick his teeth in. That's all.
Yep, he is actually actively attacking you, hoping to use the element of surprise and just being better than a Bajoran. And it's up to you what you want to do. If it's punch or phaser, since I think you had your weapon out anyway. So yeah, decide if you want to shoot or punch him.
Is he in range for a boot to the head, or?
He will be when he comes at you. Yes, he will become within range very quickly. Like if you let him come to you and you can just smack him in the head.
Well, nah. I'll boot him in the head.
Boot him in the head. Okay, and yeah, it's easier. Physical combat's easier. Taylor, what do you want to do as Darek is attacking you, or is trying to attack you? You're gonna back up and shoot.
Yeah, if at first you don't succeed,
Okay.
try again.
And then Alara, what are you going to do as you see a phaser blast go off? Jerry's continuing to ask about Latinum.
To take Jerry and try to throw him to the ground and get in front of him.
Okay. Jesus. All right.
Get down, Pecklid Brime.
Okay. You might need to spend momentum because he is a beefy boy. They're solid.
Beefy boy.
He's a beefy boy. Packlid's strong. Okay, so what I'll do is, how do you guys want to do that? Who wants to resolve their action first? First, second, third.
I'll go first.
So, all right, Nellis. What I'm going to do is you're kind of waiting until Tarn comes at you, right? Tarn's just going to throw himself at you and attempt. Well, he's gonna try and attack you, but you guys are doing stuff. So all you have to do is, just daring and security. And buying dice is never a bad idea.
13 unarmed. You know what? Good plan. I'll I'll goose 1 momentum for that 3rd die. And unarmed combat is the name of the game.
Mm-hmm. You have a focus on that. Yes, you do. All right. Switch it modern. You are a FASA user.
So let's see. 5, 5, 10. I got 3 successes.
Damn, very nice. Okay, you only needed 1 to make a successful attack. That leaves you 2 points to change the conditions of a test or put some sort of a trait on him, and or you can just bludgeon him into unconsciousness.
Yeah, let's bludgeon him into unconsciousness.
Okay, so I'll put that as a trait of like KO'd on him. Okay, so let me see. That was both their side and your side's move. Tim, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna have Tim take the next move. He's gonna get up because I'd rather not put Tyler out of business. Tim's gonna try and get up and he sees Terran Declor do it. He's gonna try and attack you. He gets 1 point of an attack on you. If you want to try and do a counterattack at a block at difficulty level 2 for daring and security, because it'll be your second action, but if you want to protect yourself. Steve, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, basically Tim's going to come at you on his move, try and attack you. You can just he does have 1 hit, so he has 1 successful attack on you. You can just soak it, no problem.
Yeah.
But if you want to block it, you could do that too.
No, I'll
No. Just let him whack you.
I'll take the abuse.
Okay. So you take the hit. Now it's down between Alara and Tyler. Who wants to go next?
I'll
So
go.
it's.
Oh.
I'll go.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, Tyler. Go ahead and you're just gonna drop him.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you
Wait,
gonna?
what?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Cardassian is coming at you. You've already went wide with 1 of your shots. So let's see what we're gonna do.
This one I'm going to just take a firm step back and fire again.
Hey, Loneham. I have no idea. 1 month subscriber. All right. Hi. We're back for Star Trek, so don't forget to just chat and talk to us about what you like about Star Trek. All right, and so you're just going to drop back and blast him, right? Okay, go ahead and throw. It's a phaser, so it's difficulty 2, and you have a 14 in shooting stuff.
2
Okay,
successes.
that's enough to put a nice mark on top of Derek, and he goes down. So that's a cool thing. What would Elara do with Jerry now?
She's gonna, with both hands, grab like his shirt and just kind of stick out her leg, try to trip him down on the ground, and just be like, "Get down!" Very undiplomatic.
I like the idea of this pack led. Just I don't know what. You should not put hands on me. This is not. I am a sovereign. And you break out his car window.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do this contested roll thing. Let's pretend Alara's about a 14 in punch and stuff, and can use whatever it is she wants.
I'm
Is a
gonna
yep.
buy an extra die.
Okay.
That's all right with everybody.
Yep.
It is now.
All right, so that is 2 successes. 2 successes.
Okay, yeah. Jerry tried to counter, didn't do super well on that. He got like 1. So yeah, you are able to like just put him on the ground at least for a go. And yeah, now Jerry is like, wait, I was not supposed. How are you handling me? I am the leader of the Packlets, or I will be once I get back with my Latinum.
And she's just kind of covering him with her body.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, not in a sexy way though, because nothing.
He's gonna believe it's a sexy way. They never did discuss that. Packlets don't seem to care about that. There's nothing in their system, in their background that I'd want to put in that. Yeah, so he's like, get off of me. We are not supposed to wrestle. I did not pick you for wrestling.
I do not want to mate with you. You're ugly.
Yeah, something like that. I didn't want to quite do that, but yeah, we'll go with that. I am very flattered. This is not the time or place. Okay. That's a bad thing. All right, so you do have 3 Cardassians that are now just out of commission completely. They can be drug around to places. What I want to do then is, I guess now all right, so you're standing, you stand up. Jerry kind of does some, do you let Jerry back up off the ground? Because like we're out of kind of the combat phase of this. You're all just standing around now.
She gets up and she helps him up and she apologizes. I'm sorry. There was phaser fire.
As long as my Latinum did not get damaged, which I don't have any, so I guess that's okay. But I need my Latinum. Why did you shoot the person that was going to give me my Latinum? So he's just sort of going to keep going on. What?
Do you know what's going on, sir?
I know I have to get my Latinum so I can free my people.
From who?
Cameron did not give me any instructions beyond this. I have no idea what the hell Jerry's entire plan is. And I don't think Cameron does either. My people are going to be free and powerful, free from the bonds of ignorance. That's what he's going to try and do.
Nice.
You can't do that if you're a smoking shadow on the floor.
Yeah, he's not going to give her any. Yeah, there's no gratitude coming back from this. Yeah, but so Taylor and Nels, what do you guys want? What quips do you want to make as we wrap this particular scene?
I know the answer to this. Who's the nitwit who took the handcuffs off these idiots?
I forgot who it was.
Probably me, but that's.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Tyler, are you going to mention it? Or are you going to be eager? Wait a minute. What are you, punctual and? Damn it! Why do I not remember these things?
Diplomatic.
Diplomatic. Look at the report and be like, sir, it was not me, sir.
I don't. You could look him straight in the eyes and say, "I don't know, sir," or something like that.
Let me see the report.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the nitwit. All right, not a problem. Not a problem.
Moving on up. Okay. So what are you guys gonna?
And maybe even handcuff them on separate walls. I don't know.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, there look like to be kind of like loops, metal hold down eye bolts mounted at just about hand height in each corner of the cargo container. No reason that they're there.
Let's just
perfect for tying people up.
And when they wake up, we'll have a conversation with them.
Okay.
And then I have to figure out why I'm a Bajoran with a gun, and I'm the only person who doesn't want to blow these guys' head off. Weird, very weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the reasonable Bajoran. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Alara's going to have that same opinion. Would be my guess. Oh God, a reasonable Bajoran. I think that goes under accommodation too. Keep in mind that toward the end of this, we'll probably be handing out medals and demerits at the same time. Medals and court martials will be handed out after the mission
simultaneously.
If it's a good mission, it's both. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over to Azara and actually let Destiny play her actual fucking character. And we're going to do the same thing with Lemuel and his team. Oh my God. Boy, you have a whole pile of people coming back now. You'll be coming down the road. And at this point, it's just going to be, Pell, that. Okay. Lemuel, as far as I remember, you're coming back. You've just set up all of your, all the defensive screens, some sensors, because you're just sure the hammer's going to fall right away, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to have any comm communication thing, or do you want to be talking with any of your people as you come on to the scene here with Azara and Gafer Olam in the town center doing I don't know what yet? I'm assuming they're standing there and Gafer's like talking. I think he's mumble rapping.
He's mumbling.
Do you want to talk about, this is how we know the Earth to be banana shaped?
Yeah, exactly.
This is more you just walk into the scene and you're just finishing a statement. So if you want one of those, I think Vorton Blug is going to be Steve. If you want to take one of the Tellarite brothers again.
I was playing Vorton, and as long as there's no more discussion about this hokey pokey, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, he's still going to grumble about it. Was Lemuel part of the report against the hokey pokey? Or was that...
I was there, but I don't think I did anything.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Who knows what's going to...
I think I was the one that did that, because Silas did.
Yeah.
Can be explained later.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that idea. Okay. Azara...
Lemuel's just a dance.
The dance?
It's a dance.
Is it some sort of mating ritual or something?
No, it's for children.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
That still doesn't answer.
It's I never did it like that before. You're right. It's
not good.
Not great.
I think you start demoing it, and then as you do it, you realize.
So
yeah,
this is a silly dance for children. Is this something you do to punish them when they do something bad? Do the hokey pokey.
No, it's usually at like birthday parties and anniversaries, and sometimes you're on roller skates, and jeez, I'm having a lot of New thoughts about old ideas.
Oh God! Like, if you want, you can pick up a new cultural value based on this epiphany. If you wanted to
Yeah.
swap out swap out trauma, because I think you have been. Oh God! Now the zombies in your dreams are going to be doing the hokey pokey.
Oh, jeez.
And I guess this is what Starfleet is about. It's exchanging ideas, no matter how weird they
Yes. Yes, he does the hokey pokey and his leg falls off.
Oh God! Yeah, I like the idea of you put your left hand in and then it's still this. Do you want to demo that? Did you want to demo you put your left hand in and put your left hand out and see your hand again? And
Yeah, just. Oh.
yeah, can you throw a? Yeah, I'm going to ask for a probably a present control and oh God, yeah, let's go with control and command. Or control and half, either that or control and half your presence. One of those will do.
Oh, control and half my presence is a much better number.
Okay. You just don't get a critical failure.
Oh yeah, that's 2 successes.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that in as your attempt not to freak the fuck out. Because you say, you put your left hand in and then you see your hand and it's going to just be like that. What's the episode with Nightmares? Was it Nightmares or Night Terrors? With the clicking?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah, so you don't freak out, but you come upon whatever the hell is happening next with Olam and Azara. Olam is staying, you've been trying to move him off of the griefing, right?
Yeah, I was doing that, and then I told him now's the time for action. So we were actually looking for other Bajorans. So I'm probably gonna take this opportunity to run up with the group and, hey, we learned something.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm going to have Goffer just kind of, well, he's an old guy and he is kind of a spiritual leader. So he's going to just stand in his magic, in his spot. There's the talking rock, let's say, and he gets up on top of it and he just begins singing the wailing song really loud, not the one where you use a harpoon. So he starts singing the song of grief. Azara, you're going to go over here. That's going to be about, say, 20, 25 feet away. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. You're going to be a little out of range. Goffer is going to start drawing more Bajorans to him. I don't have like my handy dandy pile of Bajorans here. Let's bring Hugh Jackman in. Yeah, even though these guys have names, don't worry about it. But yeah, he's slowly starting to gather people around him, and they're all singing, starting to chant along in this very sad, mournful song about the deaths, because about a number of people have heard about the beginning of the Cardassian massacres and crackdown. Azara, what do you want to do? And also, do we have Jordan and Oren? Yeah, they'll go over. Unless you guys want to do anything with them, they're gonna migrate over to see what Jafar is all about, because they've also heard this. Is that okay, or do you want to?
Hey, Higby, Kim, look at this. And I'm gonna show them the rocks that are glowing.
Well, they're not glowing anymore.
Well, they were. I'm gonna realize they're not glowing in. Okay, these were glowing earlier, but they're not now. Maybe if we get closer, his song, it's magic. I don't know how to describe it. I'm Betazoid, trust me. I know these things. I don't need to be Betazoid to realize you don't trust me.
It's not that I don't believe you. It's that at the academy, they never taught us to magic.
It's something with the voids and the prophets and the symbols. It all just... I'm gonna go all like red string on you for a minute and just... It's all connected. Look, he showed us these symbols and what they mean as I show you my pad. And I'm just gonna go nuts for until you
Hold
tell
on,
me to shut up.
I'm just gonna enter let me see. I'm gonna put in a new slide, and then I'm gonna be goofy about this because someone was saying, "Oh, you've got to respect." I'm just gonna do this scene because I think it's funnier than hell. It's magic, right? And then Higby, I don't know what the hell classes you missed at the academy,
Yeah.
but I'm doing it. Come on. Oh, come on. You should be, come on, copy image. There.
Some Magus too.
Yep. Oh God, you guys are all good. I really like playing. I like playing Star Trek. But yeah. So basically, you made a comment about I don't know about magic. They didn't teach us the academy. Bullshit. They didn't.
Yeah.
Maybe this is one of the archive tapes where Michael Burnham looked at Spock's old logs on the Enterprise and went, "What the hell happened to my brother?"
Yeah.
She basically, that's why she never looked him up, because she saw this shit and went, no, I don't know if I need this. So yeah, you have encountered magic. I mean, essentially, you can approach it that way, but I just think it's funny as a joke. So yeah, you can keep going on about magic, or if you want to say, it's like that guy that sounded like George Takei.
That's exactly what I'm gonna say.
Was there a fucking guest star in this thing? Ed Bishop? You're kidding me. We added an extra character. Oh, that was Osmodeus. Yeah, Osmodeus was Ed Bishop. James Doohan is, of course, everybody fucking else. Lucian. Yeah. So, yeah, it's okay. It was James Doohan or somebody. Yep, there we go. So, knowledge is freedom is one of them too. So, yeah, you've got magic. You're talking about some kind of magic going on. Azari, have you got any other ideas about what could happen?
I'm trying to show him my pad with the symbols and what they meant, because I know he was not on the spiritual journey with me.
Nobody was on that spiritual journey with you.
So this is probably making no sense. Yeah. So I'm just showing all of these random notes from like my journal, essentially, of all of the stuff I've experienced in voids. And I'm probably gonna get committed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're trying to connect it all through all the 3 voids that you've been into this week. Yeah, in the last 8 hours, you've been through 3 different voids and alternate dimensions, haven't you?
Right.
Yes. This void, this void, this void. It all connects through the crystals and the magic and the singing.
I dearly like that. You also have been pretty rattled by the crystals. I mean, with Gaffer's interaction with the crystals, I think has definitely rattled you. Vordan, you can interject at any time because the hokey pokey has already caused a big problem. You feel that you've sufficiently educated Lemuel about the stupidity of his species, and now you're ready to move on to the Beta Zeds and clean them up.
I guess all I'm saying is give peace a chance. That sounds like what they're singing. I don't know.
Yeah. or have peace and chance. Gaffer and the group are all kind of chanting together. Even the people that turned away from the prophets are, which are the Nui, Chapeau, Sosi, and Eza. They're starting to come around a bit. They're still angry, but they're also slowly kind of joining into this collective mourning. And Zara, you're still standing there talking about crystals. That's okay. That's a good thing. Night's falling. The torches are randomly magically being lit because, it's night. So I guess these things just come on by themselves. And Lemuel, I don't know what you want to do with any of this. I don't know.
Zara's holding out the crystals.
Yes.
I'm gonna tricorder them. I'm gonna scan them.
Okay.
And see if I'm gonna scan the group of these people, these Bajorans, and see if there's any kind of connection or exchange.
Are you just doing this from the distance? Are you walking around? Are you just standing in place and waving a tricorder around?
I'm gonna get the crystals in my hand and scan them as I walk towards the group of people.
Okay, you're grabbing
just
one some or all. Okay. Now I'm gonna be a thing. Is it a big one? Is it a little one? What color?
It's a big
yeah.
One.
It's like
the size of my thumb.
Size of your thumb. Yeah. So you got 3 more with you, Azara. Lemuel, you're just going to take it and you're going to say, well, we'll just sort this out. You need to make some... I like the idea that you're mumbling the hokey pokey while you're doing it.
Is that what it's all about?
Is that really what it's all about? As you get to within about... Your tricorder is not picking anything up. It does indicate the mineral structure of the crystal. You do have to kind of mode switch a couple of times because you're scanning for energy mostly, but you're also like scanning for physical composition, I think, right?
Yep.
Those are 2 of the tries in the tricorder. So you're flipping back and forth, so you're a little bit preoccupied. And you get to about let's go. It's space. We're doing sci-fi, so it's about 3 meters. Okay, you started at 6 meters. You close to about 3 to the outer edge of the group. And your tricorder does start spiking up a bit, and it makes the little tricorder blip, blip, blip sound to let the audience know that something is happening with the tricorder.
Something is going on.
And also, I need a let's do that presence and control thing again. So control and half presence.
All right.
Azara, I don't know what your telepathic power runs on. I think it's science and... Is it science and presence? Or science and insight?
Probably
Okay.
science and insight.
It could be science or medicine, so I think you're both good at both. Okay, you, Lemuel, did you succeeded?
2 successes.
Damn it, why aren't you guys... Nobody threw a crit tonight, did they? This was my entire thing as a DM, is what you guys screwing up. Yeah, you...
When I use computer dice, I screw up all the time.
Could you use the computer dice? Anyway. So as... so both of you did make your roll, right? Or you both had successes, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I just want to watch this all fall apart.
2 successes.
Yeah. Azar, you're more prepared for this, but you definitely feel coming from Higby that strong wave of sorrow. You're mentally prepared for it because you've encountered it before. So it's that feeling again. The crystal is back to glowing. Lemuel, the crystal's glowing and magic is happening, and you really feel you're getting like to despair. I mean, you're not overwhelmed by it, but you definitely feel waves of emotion coming over you. It doesn't overwhelm you. She had prepared you for, well, there's going to be some weird shit, and so this was your Starfleet training for dealing with strange is serving you well. But you definitely feel like there's just waves of despair, and I don't know if Lemuel had. I forgot if you did have something in your past that was despair based.
No.
Okay, well, I guess this is a new emotion for you.
Is new. I've heard of this one.
I've heard of this.
Well, I've dealt with the plague, so I probably have seen a lot of despair.
Okay, I do that, and I think that the plague thing probably loops into your zombie or your undead fascination.
Probably,
I'm willing to bet that there was a rage virus you dealt with. Because it can't all be fun in Starfleet. Why can't we? You went with the Discovery Universe version of this, of the JJ verse. Yeah. So you've definitely dealt with a plague, and you definitely dealt with despair. So I think you get that coming back to you. If there's any smells, those might start coming back. But it really is. It's hitting you. Not terribly, but it's definitely this feeling. What do you guys want to do with that feeling?
I'm gonna grab his arm and kind of like urge him to come back just so he doesn't succumb to it like I almost did.
That's a good plan.
Yeah, and Lemuel's not gonna fight back. He's gonna go
Stagger back a bit.
stagger back a bit.
Joran and Oren, the people that were closest to you, Lemuel, also seem to be. They just kind of break down again. I mean, they've been nothing but a bag of trauma lately, so they break down as you feel that same emotion. They're in a worse emotional shape than anybody else in the crowd, and they were the closest to you with the crystals. The tricorder definitely picks things up. So if you want to put give me a science and reason scan on that.
Ooh, no successes.
Well, you know what that
No
means.
20s. Yeah.
I'm wondering. Oh, damn it! I don't care. You're still going to get a momentum, even if Nellis isn't here. I'm going to say his Boy Scout preparedness. He feels somewhere a comrade has failed a task. So you do get a. I'm just going to give you that point of momentum anyway. But yeah, so no success. You know there's something up with the crystals. At this point, the scans come back inconclusive until you guys can conduct a different experiment.
So I have a focus in advanced medical technology. Can I run a bioscan on the Bajorans while holding one of the crystals to see if there's any chemical within them that changes when they're near the crystals? See if it's like a bioluminescent thing within the crystals that the Bajorans
so
also
you're gonna roll up on these guys with one of these. Okay.
Yeah. Once I pulled him away, I'm gonna try something. If this doesn't work, pull me back.
Do you want to do anything on this, or you're just enjoying watching people be sad?
I'm just gonna watch for a bit, see
how this goes. Okay, Zara. What I'm gonna do is, you still have more than one crystal in your possession.
Yeah, I have
full.
3.
Yeah,
I think now.
So okay, you're gonna approach. What I'm gonna need is you get to a couple of meters. Jordan and Oren, we're almost recovered from. Oh man, I was really broken down there. And then you just roll back up on him with another wave of depression and despair. Do you get to where roughly where Lemuel was? Right. You don't just keep. Do you just keep walking straight toward him?
I get
Okay.
right where Lemuel was, and like basically, I'm just gonna scan until I see kind of where his tricorder is going off. But I'm scanning specifically using that advanced medical technology focus for bioluminescence.
Okay. Well, the crystals light up if nothing else, but you're gonna look at. They've got. Yeah, they're essentially their limbic system is just lit up. And it is just like someone was just dumping in a bunch of like I guess the opposite of mood stabilizers. So this is no SSRI. This is no serotonin reuptake. This is the thing that is just going to let me see. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, serotonin stays in the gap too long. Yeah, because it's a reuptake inhibitor, which means that the problem is that it's clearing out too quickly. So this is pulling the serotonin way the hell out of their brain quickly. So their serotonin levels, I assume, are plummeting. We'll go with that as a Star Trek science for the moment. Not real
yeah.
I'm not the doctor that helps people. I have a doctorate, but not the kind that helps people. But yeah,
I'm not a doctor.
I am, but not that one. But yeah, so basically, what's happening is that they're not losing control of their mood, but their mood is definitely just being impacted. And so it also, because you're Beta Z, you recognize the empathic system in someone, that it's stimulating the hell out of the empathic system, like and it's pulling. Well, I can't really tell you where it's pulling from or why, but that's what's happening. Is this crystal is somehow amplifying something that then washes over them like a wave of empathic sending, which Beta Zs don't do.
So
you sense it, but you don't send it.
Yeah. I'm gonna hand the crystals back to Lemuel and be like, I need to get him to stop chanting and see if I can change the chant. If I can change the chant to something like a righteous anger chant or something, I want to see if I can change their mood based off of what his chants are.
I know somebody who could be righteously angry about an HR report.
Yes, well.
You might need could I make that as a suggestion, as a thing, like you need a source of this emotion? Is that what you're trying to do? Is find another emotional thing to drop on them?
I want to basically not start a riot, but like I'm trying to get people riled up so I can, hey, we need to do something.
Why am I thinking that I really wish that the security guard was here right the hell now? I really wish that Talus was around right now. Hey, let's whip up a crowd of Bajorans.
Yeah.
So you're gonna all right, are you going back to the group, right? With Vortan, Xander, Silas, and Lemuel, right?
Yeah, I'm going straight up to Gaffier. And
Wait, hold on.
I'm basically.
Oh, okay. So you're. Okay, I thought you were falling back to make a plan with the team, but instead you're.
Oh, I did.
What? Okay, help me out.
I fell back. I gave them the plan. I thought I was done with the plan.
Okay,
So the
does
plan
anyone want to
is-
react to the plan?
Is anyone going to stop me before I do something stupid?
I would like to, yes.
By stupid, do you mean the hokey pokey?
You guys make them do this. I will rage quit as a DM.
What is the hokey pokey?
Don't get into it now.
I like that this could become Vortan's entire deal. explaining this to her because you're both aliens. So technically, in the story, you do have that point of view thing where you point out something about humanity as a mirror, which is hilarious. Das Hokey Pokey. Oh God. Yeah, I will recommend Babylon 5. Hokey Pokey does figure prominently in the Hokey Pokey as well, or does figure prominently in Babylon 5. So Zara is you presented your plan of I got to get this guy to change his tune. Literally, is what you're saying. And now you're going to march into the middle of a bunch of mourning Bajorans with the equivalent of like mood enhancing mind control crystals that will also be affecting you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yes. And you're just gonna like roll in there. Okay.
I'm gonna try to adjust the neurosynth thing to like dampen my own?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you give yourself a heavy hit of lithium and naproxen. Yeah, what's the chemical? Okay, yeah, it's the stuff that the HHS is going to take away from us here in a few months. We're all going to just like get organic food from now on. Yeah, so you're gonna go ahead. Definitely your advanced medical technology roll. So you're just gonna like basically dial this baby up. Let's go with a medicine and it's gonna be reason or control. Let's go with reason. And then it's up to you guys what you want to do with her. But I'd like to cliffhanger that she's about to walk into this emotional meat shredder.
I got no successes.
Fantastic. Well, there's 1 point of momentum that we're going to pretend there's this. You get to go up to 7 now. I'm going to just go ahead and do that for. Can I call that as the? Well, that I'm just going to go in anyway. Kind of is where you're at, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys all can stop her. That is okay. I think it'll be funnier if you don't, but and and I guess we can. I don't know if we need to cut back to the quarters with Keller waking up and Ragathor just going, "Hey, this is a thing." I think she wakes up. Ragathor, does some scanning, gets some more data about like her being affected by a strong empathic field, and her brain kind of coming down off of that. But that's how I'm gonna do that for right now. Hey folks, thanks. I'm gonna call it because I've kept everybody up way past their bedtimes, and everyone's freezing to death at this point. Next time, her promotion to counselor almost assured. She chooses to just go in and tell people what's wrong. What do you think should happen next time? I know you want a promotion to counselor. I don't know if this is the plan.
No, the plan has changed.
Have a riot.
The plan is to not do stupid shit.
Somebody stop me.
Somebody stop me.
Okay. Someone's or not. I think either way. Now I've got to be prepared for this. Liviol, you've anything you want to have happen or not have happen? Not have happen would be better.
Yeah, I would like to not have a huge riot, but I would like to have a riot, but definitely I want to improve the mood. I want to give the Bajorans something to work towards rather than just being exactly, yeah.
Yeah, something constructive.
Something constructive with your grief, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because I could now's the time for me to drop in a Cardassian raiding party and just watch it all go to shit. But I have no more threat, and you guys have all the momentum, so my hands are tied. Steve, apparently you were the most logical, careful Bajoran ever. So deaths to their advantage hasn't happened.
So consider seeking counseling.
Okay.
Um,
Probably not from Azara.
the day is young.
Days, yeah. So anything else you were thinking about? Because you have to get these people off planet.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get them out of here without making more of a problem. And for Vortan, well, there's more figuring out the hokey pokey.
There's all kinds of birthday party songs.
Oh, wait till Pin the Tail on the Donkey happens.
Oh Jesus!
Apple bobbing. I think the Tellarites would be personally insulted about that. It's like, no, you stick the apple in your mouth. What? Yeah. That's my thought. But anyway, if any of these things happen, hopefully we'll find out. We'll try and be back here in 2 weeks with Cameron or without him. Hopefully with whoever's still hanging around. That would be great. But what I'm going to do is say that on coming up, we do have some other shows, but you might need to go to the Discord to look at them. Because Tuesday, all I know is we got Code Red for what's it called? Cyberpunk. And I believe they're starting their run at an actual campaign. And then we don't think we have anything on Wednesday. Thursday, Aliens is off. And then Friday, it's good old Cookie Trek. Hey, hi, Burbadek. It looks like you're just going to get bounced because you're telling me to buy things. Best viewers on stream. Hey, thank you, Atlas. Like an orbital rod from God. Thank you, Atlas, so much. We're just nuking things. But I wanted to say thanks everybody for playing with me and making this Monday night a lot of fun for me. We will have to buy some phasers. We'll pass the hat. We'll buy some batteries for Steve to get his phaser fixed. And we're gonna wave bye and let you guys go on with your evening.